And welcome back to my channel. It's Amanda, and today's video is all about my in-depth foundation and concealer routine. I don't wear a full face of foundation every single day. I usually only rock concealer, powder, bronzer, mascara, and I'm out the door. But when I'm going somewhere special, then, you know, I'll do my in-depth foundation and concealer routine. So if you guys are interested in seeing what that is, then just keep watching. Okay, so let's get started with step number one. The first thing I do before I start my foundation routine is moisturize my skin. So I'll wash my face, I'll add brightening oil to my skin, and I'll definitely moisturize all over my face, even my ears, my neck, like everything. It's really important to just start off with a fresh, clean, brightening base, because then your makeup will look even better. If you don't take the time to take these little skin care steps and actually take care of your skin, then your makeup will look cakey. It won't look as nice. It'll look gray or it'll look off. So definitely, I'm a huge fan of skincare products, even affordable skincare products. I don't think you should use like $300 worth of skincare products on your skin. There are some really good affordable drugstore products that you could use. I recommend a day moisturizer, a night cream, as well as a brightening oil. I know for me that really helps. I have oily skin, but the products that I use don't you know, intensify my oil skin. So step number one, definitely take care of your skin. Do all these steps before you start applying makeup. Okay, now for step number two. I've been doing this for almost a year and it's worked wonders for me. I used to spend a lot of money on trying to find the perfect primer because if you don't know already, I have really oily skin and I just needed to find the primer to control the oil, and I just couldn't find anything until, I don't remember who it was that did it first or who I saw it through first, but applying translucent setting powder before you apply your foundation. And at first I thought it was a bit crazy. It's like you're adding more powder, won't it make your foundation look cakey and like give you extra flashback? But absolutely not. If I didn't find this method, I don't even know what I would be doing, to be honest. So what I do before I apply my actual foundation is I apply translucent setting powder. So the Laura Mercier is my absolute favorite, and I use a damp beauty sponge, and I'll apply translucent setting powder across my T-zone to start off. So after my foundation's on, then I'll go, you know, and set my entire face. But for now, just across my T-zone, which is the part of my face that gets the most oily. So I go ahead and do that. So for step number three, color correcting. I have dark spots under my eyes, and it's just hyperpigmentation. It has nothing to do with the cleanliness of my skin or anything like that. And a lot of us suffer from that. So I have like dark circles under my eyes and this like invisible dark line mustache thingy that I like to call it all around my mouth. And for me to obtain that flawless foundation application, I really need to get that in check. So what I actually use is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color orange. It's a correcting color that is perfect for women of color, dark skinned girls. It cancels out the darkness and evens out. Like once you apply your foundation, you'll see that you won't need to apply more foundation to the areas of your face that are a bit darker. It like I said, it evens out your complexion and allows you not to have to add even more product to your skin. So I'll go in with that and I'll apply it under my eyes. Obviously, don't go crazy with this because this is a very harsh color and you don't want to have too much, because then even if you're like defeating the purpose if you apply too much of this, because then you'll have to add more product to even like to hide the orange. So I go in with that, blend it in. I'm using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Very quickly. And now for the star of the show, the foundation. I have been using this specific foundation for the last few months. I absolutely love it. Over the summer before I got married, I was trying to get my hands on the perfect foundation. I love foundation sticks over anything else. Liquid foundations are great too, but they're messy. They're usually in like a bigger bottle and they don't fit perfectly into my travel makeup bag or my makeup bag. So what I do is, like I said, always go for foundation sticks, and I found this NARS Velvet Matte foundation stick from Sephora and fell in love with it. It's perfect. It blends easily. The coverage is exactly what I love, a light to medium, and honestly I've been using this ever since. And I use the shade Khartoum in Dark 4, and what I do is I apply a stripe under my eyes 2 stripes under my eyes, a little bit over my forehead, my invisible mustache like I was telling you, under my mouth, on my cheeks, and then obviously because you want to make sure that your face and your neck matches, I'll add 3 stripes along my neck, and that's literally all I do. I like to apply a little bit of foundation first, and then if I need to build up, I'll build up. But obviously, you know me, simple is better. I don't like a super heavy foundation look or a really beat face. That's just not my style. So I'll start off with this and then I'll blend everything in. And the brush I use to blend is the Morphe M439 brush. It's my favorite brush. I use it for everything. Like I can apply concealer with this brush. I can apply foundation like I just had with this brush. I can apply my bronzer and my translucent setting powder with this brush. Like it's honestly a multi-purpose brush. I would get it. If you don't have your hands on the perfect blending brush yet, then I would totally go for this one. So it looks like this. It's like not too big, it's not too small, and it's so soft. Like it's so great. So what I'll do is I'll blend my foundation in. And just like that, I'll blend it in perfectly. Like, do you see a difference between my face and my neck? I don't. Looking at the camera, ooh, look at that. See when you forget, you don't check real quick? Forget a little spot right here. Check the other side. Good to go. For step number 5, before I move on to setting my foundation, I actually like to let the foundation sit on my face a little bit. So I'll go in with concealer. And I am a huge fan of the NYX HD concealers. They are affordable, which is very important for me, and right amount of coverage. So I use the NYX HD concealer. The first one I go in is CW08.6, and that is Deep Rich. And then after I apply that one, I'll go in with the CW08, which is Nutmeg. So it's a bit lighter than the first concealer that I apply, and that's just to add a bit of brightness under my eyes. Once again, going back in with my Morphe M439 brush to buff the concealer in. And then moving on with the lighter color, Nutmeg. I won't apply too much because I don't like a super bright under eye, but just enough for me to notice a bit of a difference. And then of course for step number 6, gonna go and set this entire bad boy with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Once again, going in with the same powder and my damp beauty sponge, and gonna start again with my T-zone first. And I love using a damp beauty sponge to apply translucent powder because I just find it really melts the powder into the skin versus always using a brush. And then I'll go under eye, set my under eye. I don't bake my under eye, it's not a good look. I've tried before and I've gone out looking like a hot mess. And then anywhere else I apply concealer. On my forehead. These are like the main spots where I get really oily. And then even on my chin a little bit. Make sure you've blended in the powder seamlessly. Perfect. And then step number 7, I'll go in with some sort of contour powder or a bronzer, just to add a bit of definition to my cheekbones. And for today, I'm actually going to go in with the Tree Hugger Sephora Luster Matte Eyeshadow. And I use this sometimes as a bronzer. Sometimes I'll go for the Ebony CoverGirl bronzer as well, which is my go-to for an everyday look. But when I'm doing a full face of foundation, then I'll go in with a bit of a subtle contour. So I'm gonna go in with that. And I use a really fluffy powder brush for this because I don't want like a harsh line at all. So I'll start here and then just bring it down. It's very subtle, but it makes a difference. Said, start right here where my hairline is, and then I'll bring it down. And then I'll go along my forehead as well. Just making sure you can see the difference in the camera. Yes, you can. Along my forehead. And that's about it for bronzer slash subtle contour when I'm doing a full face of foundation. So to wrap up, this is essentially what I do for my foundation routine. On a day-to-day basis, I don't wear foundation every single day for sure. I don't know, it's just I don't have enough time in the morning, and I really like to do a full face. Like if I'm going to an event or I'm going on a date night or a birthday party or whatever it might be, then I want to feel like there's actually a difference between my everyday makeup and then when I get ready for an actual event or somewhere special to go to. So some of the things that I'll switch up, like today I'm wearing falsies, but the Ardell Demi Wispies, which are very, very natural false lashes, which I would wear on an everyday, and I would also wear to go to a special event. Sometimes, depending on my mood and my outfit and where I'm going, I'll either do like natural lashes and a bold lip, or I'll do bolder lashes and then more of a natural subtle lip. It depends on my mood, really, but you can amp this up. Like as long as your base, you got your base down pat, then you can just add highlighter, you can add a stronger contour, bold lashes, bold lip, subtle lip, bold lashes, whatever it is that you want to do. But once you have your base flawless, then you're good to go. And off camera, I filled in my eyebrows. Helps when my eyebrows are freshly waxed. It's just great. So that's essentially what I do. Hope you enjoyed today's video and learned a thing or two. If you're just starting off with makeup and are a bit nervous, not really sure what to do, watch videos, read makeup blogs. That's honestly how I learned whatever it is that I know up to here. And practice on yourself. Go to a drugstore. If you can find something that's within your price range, that's your shade, then I would get your hands on a few products and just sit at home in front of a mirror and practice. I swear, I used to do that like I think every Friday night. That would just be my thing, and I had so much fun. It was so exciting for me. So don't be afraid. We've all been there. It took me a lot of trial and error to even get to a point where I feel comfortable enough to sit here and try to teach other people. So with that, my loves, once again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you want to be in the know when I upload a new video. Follow me on Instagram at Amanda Simplice, and also follow my lifestyle blog, A Simple Life by Amanda Simplice, and we'll see you in my next video.